What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're taking a look at reprising our guide on how to get the Touch of Malice in Year 3. It's King's Fall this week. This weapon is going to be king for dealing with the sisters, so you might as well figure out how to go about getting it if you don't have it yet. Now this questline is quite odd and quite weird, where you don't even know or realize that you're going for an exotic weapon from the start. For instance, it all starts whenever you collect your first calcified fragment. And I had no idea I was on the questline for the Touch of Malice, but whenever you bring it to Eris, she says, hey, go find me 5 more. Now you're going to need to find 45 out of the total 50 calcified fragments to end up getting the touch, but you don't need to find 45 of those all at once. So just keep that in mind. 45 fragments total is going to be your goal. You're going to need to go hunting, and if you want to hunt, you could go to destinycalcifiedfragments.com. You could put your name in, and you could put the system you're playing on, and it should show you exactly how many you have and what ones you don't have, along with video guides or descriptions on where to find them. You can see I have 50 out of 50, but that's only for my Warlock. My Titan and my Hunter do not have all of them. Now whenever you collect 15 calcified fragments, Eris is going to send you on another mission. It's going to be under the bunker. You're going to have to take care of an enemy under there. I don't have any footage of that because it happened so long ago in my game, and at that time, like I said, I had no idea I was on a Touch of Malice quest, so I didn't save any footage of it. But it's going to happen whenever you get 15 calcified fragments, and stuff like this is going to keep happening during this entire questline. You're going to get a mission, you're going to complete it, and they're not going to tell you anything additional. Eventually, you're going to move on to where you need to get into the raid to get some items from 3 of the different raid bosses. You'll need to fight the War Priest, the Sisters, and Orcs and get their guaranteed drops and bring those back to Eris in order to complete this quest. Now, in order to alleviate and give yourself the best time investment, what people were saying to do is jump into the raid, leave immediately, and you should have the Old Hunger quest. If not, you can go to Eris Morn, visit her, and she should have it for you. Now for me, that's not what I did, because I never went into the raid and backed out, but I still got it on my first try, because what I believe ended up happening was, I personally completed all of the Taken War quests up to Road to King's Fall, and then Eris Morn had it for me right and ready to go. So that's just 2 different ways to go about getting it. If you haven't completed all of those story quests up to Road to King's Fall, then you'll need to jump into the raid and then back out, and then Eris should have the Old Hunger. You can go in, fight all the bosses once, get all 3 items you need, and then you could take them back to Eris Morn and move on to the next step. So that's just to help you out as far as your time investment goes. After that, you need to build the frame. And what this means is you're going to need to grind for Hadium Flakes, because chances are you don't have them. So to find these, you go to the Dreadnought and you search out the various chests that are in the arena. What I like now is we've got Memory of Gjallarhorn. Put that on, it will showcase you all the areas where the chests are. You can just run in, grab those suckers, and hopefully get up to the 50 that you need. Though honestly, you're going to need more than 50 at the end. I'll tell you why in just a little bit. After that, pretty much you're back to collecting calcified fragments. You're gonna have to go back to that Destiny Calcified Fragments tracker. You're gonna have to utilize it. You're going to need to collect those 45. If you don't, you can't finish it. So for me, I'm turning in the frame, and after that, they're not going to give us any additional real hints. There's no additional hints here. What you need to do basically is catch those calcified fragments. Whenever you get up to 30 of them, you'll get a new special mission from Eris Morn. So we're going to have to go to the Black Garden. We're gonna have to find a knight there, kill him, and that's going to move us on to the next step, which again, they're not going to tell us about. But to find this knight, you have to go to the Undying Mind Strike, and at the end, whenever you're facing the boss, a knight will pop out. So we're going to get to some footage of that in just a second, just showcasing, yes, we're moving on to the next area. Here we are fighting the Undying Mind, and roughly whenever his health gets to 50%, that's when the knight is going to spawn out. He spawns out from the right hand side of the arena, and he's going to come out from this nice little cave, this alcove that's right over here. As we turn around, we can see that the knight is coming out right now, and we just need to take him down. Now you don't actually need to finish this strike, you just need to kill the knight. As soon as the knight goes down, we'll get a pop-up that we've completed this step and we can move on. So if I wanted to, I could just back out, or you could stay in, hopefully get your 3 of coins drop, whatever it is that you need to do. After completing that and turning in 45 calcified fragments, remember 45 is the absolute max that you need to have, you will move on to your next step. For me, roughly whenever I was getting my Touch of Malice, I needed about 9 more, so I had to go through some of the story missions. Regicide, that's a really popular one. This one happened to be on the Shield Brothers strike. It was the final one that I needed. It was my 45th, but whenever I picked it up, there was no indication that I needed to go back to Eris or anything of that nature, but you do go back and visit her, and she's got one final mission for you. One final mission. It's Fear's Embrace. You can go, you can bring a couple of your buddies. It was pretty tricky whenever I did it back whenever light levels were pretty close to relevant. You'll probably be able to do it at your 400 light level, but it wouldn't hurt if you brought another buddy who's maybe looking for the Touch of Malice as well. So Fear's Embrace, you're going to pick the brand new mission for it, and at the end, there's a wizard that pops up. So the wizard pops up just like with the Undying Mind whenever the main boss ends up getting to a health gate. Here, it seems to be around 25%, 30%, 25%, whatever the case may be. Right about here, the wizard pops up, and whenever you kill the wizard who is right in front of me now, you'll end up finishing this stage, and you can go back to Eris Morn. So you can see there are a lot of enemies that are coming around. This battle is definitely tricky and populated with Taken, which I know everybody loves, but killing the wizard, again, immediately gives you a quest completion, so you don't actually have to finish the mission if you don't want to. With the Fear's Embrace mission completed, Eris has our 310 Touch of Malice ready for us to go. There it is, you pick it up, you've got it done. But remember whenever I said you needed some more Hadium Flakes? Remember when I said that a little bit earlier? Unfortunately, the Touch of Malice uses Hadium Flakes in order to level up. So hopefully you've got more than 50, because you're not going to be able to actually utilize this gun at its full potential until you've actually picked up some more Hadium Flakes. You can see right here. But there it is at 400 light level. It's got a brand new ornament looking pretty sharp. I don't have this ornament just yet, but I hope to get it. Now the interesting thing with the Touch of Malice obviously is it's got that crazy low magazine size, but that final bullet is infinite. The final bullet is infinite. Unfortunately, even though it does more damage and is infinite, it also hurts your health. For that reason, this sucker does not get a lot of use. Though if you do use it a little bit more sparingly and kill enemies 3 at a time, you can regenerate your health, and it's actual full old school health regeneration, not just a little bit of a bump up and then it stops immediately. So that's kind of a nice thing, and it does still synergize better with the Defender Titan, though not exactly in the same manner that it used to, though we might have a fun little video in store for the Touch of Malice just in a few days, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So Touch of Malice, typically regarded as possibly the worst raid exotic, though really awesome looking and still kind of fun and definitely unique. Definitely unique. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Touch of Malice, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Hashtag, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe.